Archangel Michael speaks. This is a message that cannot wait for another sunrise. Heaven's courts have called your name in a decree marked immediate release of divine intervention. The seal has been broken, and the words are now in your atmosphere, carrying the weight of a promise made long before you understood its meaning. You have exactly 72 hours before this spiritual window closes. After that, the alignment will fade, and the door will not open in the same way again. This is why I speak now, because the moment for your life to turn is already here, and hesitation will only let the blessing pass to another season. A presence is walking with you even now. It is someone who once lived, breathed, and shared this earth with you, someone whose love for you was deeper than you ever fully knew. Their soul rests in peace, but not fully, because a part of their mission remains unfinished. They have chosen this moment to finish it. The gift they left is not just money, it is a sacred inheritance, preserved in secrecy until the exact moment you would be spiritually ready to receive it. You have already felt the signs. The air in certain corners of your home grows still when you enter, a sudden chill down your spine in the middle of the night, a whisper before sleep that sounds like a memory you can quite place. These are not random occurrences, they are coordinates in a heavenly map, pointing you toward the place where destiny has been waiting for you. Do not doubt the timing. There have been moments in your life where you felt as though unseen forces were delaying your progress, blocking opportunities you prayed for, or closing doors you thought were meant for you. Those were not punishments, they were divine protection, ensuring that you would not find this gift before your heart was prepared to handle its power. The one who left it behind chose you because you have never let greed cloud your purpose. You have walked through seasons of scarcity without turning your heart bitter. You have endured betrayal without seeking revenge. You have given to others even when you had little for yourself, and now heaven has deemed that it is your time to be restored. This is not a message to be shared carelessly. The blessing has been tailored to your spirit, your lineage, and your calling. There are those whose eyes carry envy, and they must never be given access to this truth before it is fully in your hands. For now, keep it close to your heart, and watch for the signs that will guide you. Read every word ahead with reverence. This is not simply information, it is instruction. In the next moments, your understanding will expand, your awareness will sharpen, and your soul will feel the confirmation it has been waiting for. You were chosen for this. You were prepared for this. And now, you are standing at the threshold of the moment that will change everything. You have been feeling it for weeks, an unsettling ripple through the atmosphere of your own home. The smallest things have caught your attention, a photograph slightly crooked on the wall when no one has touched it, a drawer left ajar, the faint impression of footsteps in the hallway long after the rest of the house should have been still. You brush it off at first, telling yourself it's nothing, but your spirit refuses to be quiet. Lately, you've noticed moments that make no logical sense, conversations ending abruptly when you enter the room, phone calls dropping into silence the instant you step closer, items in your home that shift ever so slightly, as if moved by invisible hands. Your logical mind tries to dismiss these as coincidence, yet your soul knows the truth. These are not accidents. For months, perhaps even years, forces both seen and unseen have been circling your life. Some are human, others are spiritual, and not all of them have your best interests at heart. There are those who have whispered about you, collected details about your life, and observed your patterns with an agenda hidden beneath polite smiles. Some are connected to you by blood, others by friendship or old history. All are drawn into a quiet conspiracy, some knowingly, some unknowingly, that has kept you from stepping into the fullness of your blessing. One of the deepest betrayals in life is when someone you trust begins working against you while maintaining the face of loyalty. It might have been a relative who always asked too many questions about your finances, a neighbor who helpfully offered to take in your mail while subtly noting your comings and goings, a supposed friend who constantly probed into your family history, always steering the conversation toward matters of property, inheritance, or old family possessions. What you haven't realized until now is that the hidden gift in your home is connected to this silent struggle. An ancestor placed it there not just to bless you, but to shield it from the wrong hands. And those wrong hands have been closer than you think. There are individuals living today who, if they knew what you are about to discover, would stop at nothing to claim it for themselves. Some of them have already tried in small ways to position themselves to receive what was never meant for them. The conspiracy runs deeper. This is not the work of a single person, it is a chain of actions and whispers that has stretched across seasons. There have been subtle questions about the age of your house, inquiries about specific rooms, and casual comments about old furniture or boxes you keep tucked away. These interactions might have seemed harmless, but they were all part of an effort to gather clues. Even in the spiritual realm, there have been attempts to cloud your discernment and block your intuition, hoping you would overlook the very signs that are now calling to you, and you have felt the effects. Your sleep has been restless, dreams scattered or unusually vivid yet unclear. At times you've woken with a heaviness in your chest, as if something unseen was pressing on you. Energy you once had has been sapped, simple tasks feel heavier, and bursts of inspiration fade before you can act on them. You've been doubting your instincts, second-guessing decisions, even questioning whether your prayers are being heard. This is not coincidence. This is spiritual warfare, and you are its target because of what you carry in your bloodline. The blessing meant for you is not just a financial resource, it is a key to breaking cycles that have kept your family bound for generations: poverty patterns, emotional betrayals, sudden losses. These are not random events, but patterns carefully seeded to ensure the inheritance never fulfills its purpose. You are not imagining the resistance you've felt whenever you've tried to reorganize your home, clean certain spaces, or go through old boxes. The distractions, interruptions, and even sudden feelings of fatigue in those moments have been tactical, meant to keep you away from the places where your hands might brush against destiny. What's at stake if you turn away now? More than you realize. Without this blessing, the same struggles you've been fighting will keep circling back. The financial strain you've tried so hard to end, the inability to move forward fully without something always pulling you back, the unanswered questions about where you truly belong in your own family's story. This inheritance, both material and spiritual, is the missing piece that will shift your life into a new alignment, but time is not your ally. Every day you delay increases the risk of interference, not just from people but from spiritual forces that thrive on confusion, procrastination, and fear. Your ancestors have fought for decades, even beyond the grave, to ensure this would reach you. They placed it in your path knowing there would be attempts to block it, and they counted on you to notice the signs and act before the window closed. Right now, you are standing at the center of a silent battle. One side wants you to remain in cycles of scarcity and doubt. The other is fighting to see you step into freedom, abundance, and spiritual authority. That is why your awareness has been heightened, your dreams more symbolic, and your environment more charged. The energy is intensifying because the breakthrough is close. There is more at risk than your comfort. This is about the restoration of family honor. The blessing is tied to your lineage, to promises made long before you were born. If you claim it, you will not only shift your own life but also open doors for future generations. If you ignore it, the cycle continues, and the opportunity will not return in this form. Archangel Michael has been assigned to guide you through the distractions, the false leads, and the subtle sabotage. You have been chosen not because of luck, but because your spirit is strong enough to handle both the blessing and the responsibility it carries. What you will soon uncover has the power to heal old wounds, to break chains you cannot yet see, and to position you for a life you have only dared to imagine. This is why the signs are multiplying now. This is why your spirit is restless. This is why, deep down, you already know something is about to happen. Archangel Michael speaks again. I have not come to you by chance. My presence is not a wandering thought or an imagined comfort, it is the direct order of the heavenly courts. Your case has been reviewed in the halls where spiritual law is written, and the verdict is clear. You are to be vindicated and restored without delay. In the divine registers, your name is written alongside the word chosen, not by human opinion, not by accident, but by decree. You have been recognized as the rightful steward of a gift planted in your bloodline long before your birth. This is no ordinary inheritance. It is a covenant asset sealed, blessed, and protected through generations, now released because the heavenly council has confirmed that you have reached the strength, wisdom, and purity of heart required to carry it. The signs you've been noticing are not coincidences. The repeated numbers that appear on clocks, receipts, and license plates, the chill that runs over your skin when you step into certain rooms, the unusual dreams that feel like visits more than illusions. These are confirmations from the divine realm, physical signals sent to make you aware that you are already walking inside a prophecy. Some time ago, whether days, weeks, or years, you felt this stirring. You may have even said aloud to yourself, something is about to happen. That was not wishful thinking. That was your spirit aligning with what heaven had already decided. Understand this. You are in the crosshairs of a greater conflict. This is not simply about finding hidden money, it is about claiming authority over your own destiny. Forces of light have been dispatched on your behalf. Angels have been assigned, positioned around your home, charged to guard both you and the blessing until the moment of release. The reason you have felt such pressure, such resistance, such inexplicable delays in other areas of your life, is because the opposition knows what is coming. They fear what you will become when you are free. The enemy's strategy has been subtle: cloud your judgment, sow doubt, surround you with distractions, and send people whose words sound supportive, but whose intentions are rooted in envy or control. This is why you have felt moments of isolation, even from those you love. This is why you've been questioning the loyalty of certain relationships. It is not paranoia, it is discernment sharpening under divine instruction. Yet, in this cosmic struggle, the victory has already been decided. Light always overcomes darkness. The authority of heaven cannot be overturned. You have been marked as untouchable in this matter. No interference, no deception, no delay can permanently block what heaven has ordered into your life. You are not merely the finder of this treasure, you are its rightful heir, and more than that, you are a generational breaker. The blessing is not just for you, but for those who will come after you. Your name will be remembered not only as the one who found it, but as the one who used it to lift the weight of lack and loss from your family's future. I tell you with certainty, within the next 3 days, you will receive a sign that cannot be explained away. A whisper before sleep, a sudden urge to enter a forgotten space, the appearance of an object long misplaced. When this happens, do not hesitate, that is your call to act. The divine record shows your faith has been tested and proven. You have endured seasons of scarcity without losing compassion. You have faced betrayal without closing your heart. You have worked, prayed, and given even when you had little left to give. These qualities are why heaven trusts you now. Do not question whether you are worthy. You have been prepared for this moment your entire life. Every delay, every closed door, Every challenge has been shaping you into the person who could handle this blessing without being destroyed by it. This is your confirmation. It comes from no earthly source, but from the highest authority in existence. Your name is written in light in the heavenly scrolls, and beside it is a single command: release the inheritance. Archangel Michael speaks. The battle over your inheritance is already tipping in your favor. Heaven's ruling is final, and the execution of that ruling has begun. Even now angels are in motion, shifting the circumstances in your home, aligning people and events in such a way that nothing and no one will be able to block what is coming. This intervention is not ordinary, it is a timed release, coordinated perfectly with your readiness and the divine calendar. You will notice, perhaps even within hours, that the heaviness in your spirit begins to lift. The air in certain parts of your home will feel warmer, lighter, almost as if you've stepped into a place of prayer. That is not your imagination, it is the manifestation of spiritual shields being activated around you. Within 72 hours, the first sign will arrive. It might be a dream so vivid you wake in tears, clutching the memory like something tangible. It could be the sound of your name whispered softly when no one is there, or a sudden urge to move an object you haven't touched in years. That impulse will not be random, it will be the angels guiding your hands. Specific outcomes you can expect: relationships. The ones who have hidden their true motives will be exposed. Masks will slip, and words spoken behind your back will come to light. Those meant to remain in your life will prove their loyalty in unmistakable ways. Those meant to leave will drift or be removed without your effort. You will no longer waste time trying to win the trust of those sent to betray you. Finances. Debt will begin to clear, not through struggle but through unexpected provision. A door of opportunity you once thought was closed will reopen. A financial blessing tied to the hidden gift will multiply far beyond the face value of what you find. This wealth is infused with intentional energy, designed to break cycles of lack and create generational stability. Health and spirit. Your sleep will deepen. The headaches, the restless nights, the knots of anxiety in your chest will begin to dissolve. Your mind will grow sharper, your discernment clearer. You will sense divine presence more strongly, and with that awareness, fear will begin to evaporate. The timeline of manifestation: immediate 24-48 hours. The first confirmation arrives. You will feel lighter. Someone may apologize unexpectedly, or you may receive an encouraging message that seems too perfectly timed to be coincidence. Short term, 1-2 weeks. You will uncover either a physical clue or a direct path to the location of the hidden gift. This could be an object you overlooked, an old book, a piece of furniture, a framed photograph that contains or points to the next step. Your energy will shift in ways that others notice without understanding why. Long-term, 1-6 months, the blessing you claim will alter the structure of your life. Your environment may change entirely. New relationships will emerge to match your elevated season, and old cycles will close permanently. The wealth will not only meet needs but open opportunities for higher purpose and impact. The supernatural mechanism behind this, the laws of the spiritual realm, are already in motion. Your vibration is being raised, drawing into your life the resources and connections that match your new season. The angels have mapped the journey from where you are now to the moment you hold the inheritance in your hands. Every delay, every obstacle has been accounted for. You will not miss it. The reason this moment has arrived now is simple. You have passed the tests. You have shown patience when pressed, faith when frightened, and generosity even in scarcity. The enemy miscalculated, revealing too much, too soon, allowing heaven to step in earlier than expected. Your role now is to remain alert and obedient to divine nudges. When you feel drawn to move something, look somewhere, or act on a seemingly random thought. Do it. These are the breadcrumbs of your breakthrough. Gratitude will accelerate the process. Doubt will only slow it. Archangel Michael says, "This is more than money. It is justice. It is restoration. It is the closing of a chapter that began long before your birth. What was hidden will be revealed, and when it is, the ripple effect will be felt not only in your home, but in your bloodline. The curse of lack is breaking, the chain of generational loss is shattering, and the first link to freedom is now within reach." Archangel Michael speaks. The decree for your restoration has been signed in the courts of heaven. The angels are ready, standing by, but they are not permitted to act without your agreement. Heaven honors your free will, it will not force your hand. That is why this moment matters. What you do in the next few minutes will determine how quickly this blessing reaches you. Your immediate signal: type Amen right now. If you believe this message has been sent for you, this is more than a word, it is a spiritual signature, your written agreement in the heavenly record that says, "I am ready to receive." Without it, the order remains pending. The moment you type it, the release begins. If your spirit is confirming this truth in your chest, comment, "I receive." These words break delay. They tell every opposing force that you are no longer available for sabotage, theft, or spiritual interference. The commitment ladder: Step 1, recognition. Type Amen. If you feel the presence of divine confirmation around you now, react with a heart emoji to place a visual marker of your agreement in the spiritual realm. Step the 2nd of December-laration: write your first name in the comments so your angels can deliver this blessing directly to your life. Post the word breakthrough if you are ready to step out of the old cycle into the new. Step 3, multiplication: tag someone you care about who needs this message. They may be walking through the same season. Write, praying for everyone here to join the circle of agreement and multiply the reach of this blessing. Step 4, sealing the release: for those led to act in faith beyond words. You can give a super thanks as a spiritual seed for urgent divine intervention. Your seed is a declaration: I am invested in my breakthrough. Why this action matters: every comment, every declaration you make is not just seen by others, it is recorded in the scrolls of heaven. The angels assigned to you are waiting for a signal. Your Amen is permission. Your I receive is the unlocking key. Without action, the blessing hovers. With action, it accelerates. The urgency: you have until midnight your local time to respond for this window. Divine timings are precise. Opportunities like this rarely open twice. Delay allows interference, both human and spiritual, to creep in. The enemy uses hesitation as a weapon. Don't hand over your blessing by staying silent. Think about it. What if your simple Amen tonight is the act that sets in motion the sequence of events leading to your discovery? What if in 3 days you are standing in the very spot where your ancestor's gift has been waiting and you remember this moment? Faith in motion. Archangel Michael says, "I have been sent to stand between you and every force that would try to block your inheritance, but I cannot move until you give heaven your yes." Your comment is not for me, it is for the spiritual realm. It is a code, a light signal that tells your angels, "Go now. Clear the path, deliver the blessing." Do not underestimate the power of your written agreement. Miracles are often preceded by a small but intentional act of faith. Let this be yours. Type Amen. Comment, "I receive." Write your name. Post breakthrough. Do it now. The sooner you act, the faster heaven moves. Archangel Michael speaks. You are standing on the edge of a moment that has been building for generations. Every delay, every disappointment, every unanswered prayer, none of it was wasted. All of it was positioning you for this hour. The heavenly courts have released their ruling, and the blessing that was preserved for you is now cleared for delivery. do not see this as coincidence. The reason this message has found you today in this exact hour is because the clock in the spiritual realm has struck the appointed time. Heaven's order is active, but it will not override your free will. That is why your response in this moment is more critical than you may realize. This inheritance, both material and spiritual, will do more than lift you from lack. It will restore dignity to your name. It will heal wounds you have carried silently for years. It will strengthen your future so that no child, no descendant of yours will ever have to face the same struggles you endured. This is not just about you, it is about your bloodline. Why the final step matters: the angels assigned to your case are positioned, watching, and waiting. They cannot act without your agreement. This agreement is not in the form of legal papers or contracts, it is a spiritual seal made visible through your words and your faith. Every amen typed, every I receive spoken, is a key turned in the lock of heaven's storehouse. Type amen right now. This is your written consent in the heavenly archives. This is your way of saying, I recognize my moment, and I am stepping into it without fear. Comment, I honor this gift if you are ready to treat what is coming with wisdom and protection. Not all blessings can survive careless handling. This one was kept hidden for a reason, to protect it from those whose hearts were not pure toward you. A vision of what awaits you. Picture yourself 30 days from now. You wake in the morning and realize you slept without interruption, without the heaviness pressing on your chest. Sunlight feels warmer. The air feels lighter. Your home carries a sense of peace you can quite explain to others. You stand in the very spot where the hidden blessing was revealed to you. You can still remember the rush in your chest, the goosebumps on your arms, the tears that came without warning. You know in your soul that you are not the same person you were before that moment. Your relationships are different. Some people have quietly faded away and you feel no loss, only relief. Others have drawn closer, their support genuine, their words filled with life. Opportunities have begun to open: emails, phone calls, unexpected invitations that align perfectly with your calling. Your finances are stabilizing. For the first time in years, you feel secure enough to dream again. This is not a fantasy, it is a timeline already in motion. The only missing piece is your agreement to complete the release. Guarding the gift. When this blessing comes, guard it. Do not speak of it casually or share details with those who do not celebrate you from the heart. Envy is a thief. Careless words are an open door. Keep the specifics in prayer. Let only trusted hands and pure hearts come near it. This is a sacred assignment. Your ancestor did not hide this wealth out of fear, but out of faith. They believed in divine timing, and that timing is now. Your handling of it will determine its multiplying power. Faith with action. If you feel the nudge in your spirit, you may also give a super thanks as a seed of gratitude and alignment. This is not payment, it is an act of prophetic agreement. Every seed planted in faith is seen in heaven, and it sends a signal. I am invested in the fulfillment of my blessing. Some will feel led to sow a number that has shown up repeatedly in their signs, maybe a date, a sequence, a number from a dream. Whatever it is, give it with intention. Faith without action stalls momentum. Faith with action accelerates it. The final urgency push. Archangel Michael says, this is your last instruction before the door swings wide. Type amen. Write your name. Comment, I receive. Do it now. You have until midnight in your local time to respond while the window is open at its fullest strength. After that, the alignment begins to shift, and the process may slow. Divine timing is precise. The blessing has waited for you long enough. Do not make it wait another day. This is the choice point. Either you step forward now and watch the next chapter of your life unfold in divine acceleration, or you let hesitation speak louder than faith and remain in the cycle you've been fighting to escape. You already know the truth in your spirit, that is why your heart is beating faster as you read these words, that is why the air feels different right now. This is your moment. It will not return in the same form again. Type Amen, your consent. Comment, I receive your claim. Write your name, your identification for delivery heaven has prepared. The angels have positioned. Your ancestor has waited. All that remains is your yes, Archangel Michael declares. The blessing is in motion. The moment you act, it will find you. You will not miss it.